Before watching this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button below and clicking the bell icon to be notified when published new video. The world is full of mysteries that will never, ever be solved. And that's what makes the world so exciting. You never know what strange discoveries await you beyond every corner. Some of life's mysteries will eventually be unraveled, but others continue to baffle even the experts. Check out some of the greatest and most inexplicable artifacts ever discovered. These treasures will puzzle you to no end. Just wait and see, you'll be astounded. 1. Las bolas, the balls. These perfectly spherical stone balls are made from molten lava. They are scattered throughout the Diques Delta of southern Costa Rica. They were likely created by an ancient civilization for astrological purposes, but even archaeologists don't know for sure why they were made. 2. Chinese aliens. In 1938, archaeologist Dr. Kai Porter discovered an ancient cave in Bayan Karuala, China that contained small discs with tiny hieroglyphics written on them telling the story of an ancient race of aliens called the Dropa. The discs were turned over to Russia for examination, but no further conclusions were made. 3. Ancient fossil. A fossilized handprint found in limestone in the Canadian Arctic was found to be 110 million years old. This suggests that human beings evolved on Earth far earlier than ever thought before. Pretty darn cool. 4. Ancient bulbs. Beneath the temple of Hathor at Dendera, Egypt, is a sculpture portraying figures gathered around what appear to be light bulbs. Some believers have even used this sculpture to attempt to make their own ancient light sources. 5. Burnt mounds. 6,000 mysterious artifacts known as Foloktyphi have been found throughout Ireland and the United Kingdom. The purposes of these mounds is still unknown, though working theories include that they were used during the Bronze Age as breweries. Can you believe that? 6. The Antikythera mechanism. This intricate piece of machinery was found in the 2,000-year-old wreckage of a Greek cargo ship. Originally it was believed to be an astrolabe, but to this day no one is totally sure what it does. 7. Egyptian bird. This bird toy was found in the Pardiaman tomb in Saqqara, Egypt. It dates to 200 BCE, and while no one is exactly sure what it is supposed to do, the Egyptians were very interested in flight, and this toy may have glided like a hawk. 8. The Petrodux. This rock with 3 metallic prongs sticking out of it was designed to work as some sort of electrical conductor. That idea gets really cool when you realize that the object in question, known as the Petrodux, was likely created 100,000 years ago. 9. The King List. This document, dating back to prehistory of the Sumerian people, was originally believed to be a historical one containing a complete list of the nation's kings. Later it was found to be totally fictional. Why would they do this? No one knows. 10. The Codex Gigas. This is the world's largest illustrated manuscript, also known as the Devil's Bible. The story goes that a monk made a deal with the devil when faced with his own execution, and this book was the result of their pact. Of course, there's no way of knowing for sure. 11. Solid aluminum. In 1974, construction workers discovered this solid chunk of aluminum they determined to be 400 years old. That might not sound remarkable until you learn that aluminum is man-made and that it was produced like this until the 1800s. 12. The Olmec's giant head. Between 1400 and 400 BCE, an ancient civilization known as the Olmec lived in what is now Guatemala. This giant head they sculpted is unlike anything else they made, particularly because of its Caucasian features. 13. Mysterious machines. Metal springs, eyelets, and spirals were found in layers of 100,000-year-old sediment. The objects could be between 20,000 and 100,000 years old, but people only started working with metal 9,000 years ago, making their origins super mysterious. 14. The Baghdad battery. This 2,000-year-old, 5.5-inch clay vessel has a copper cylinder held inside it by asphalt. Inside the cylinder was an oxidized iron rod. People initially thought it was an ancient battery source, now it seems more likely that it was a storage vessel. 15. Bolshoy-Zayatsky Island Labyrinth. As early as 3000 BCE, prehistoric people were building villages on this Russian island. These villages often contained ancient mazes like this one. To this day their purpose still remains unknown. 16. The London Hammer. In the 1930s, a couple going for a walk discovered this rock with a strange handle sticking out of it. Turns out that the rock in question was 400 million years old and that the hammer inside could be even older. 17. The Polaruwa meteorite. When this meteorite fell to Earth in 2013, it was believed to contain algae from a planet other than Earth. If this was the case, it would be the first non-Earth algae ever recovered. Some scientists speculated that the algae was not from another planet. 18. Stonehenge. This mysterious ring of stones in England is believed to be more than 4,000 years old. To this day no one is entirely sure why it was created and what purpose it might have served when it was created. 19. Mysterious chalk. When 65 million year old Cretaceous chalk ovoids were found in France, researchers were flummoxed. They seemed to have been deliberately made, but humans weren't around then, so how on earth were they made? 20. Mysterious codes. In addition to the giant head sculptures on Easter Island, there are also countless pieces of code carved into the rocks. Even now researchers are struggling to figure out what these ancient carvings could possibly mean. 21. Ancient stone walls. Throughout Egypt, Israel, and Jordan, these low-rising ancient walls dot the terrain. For years people have wondered why they were built. Some historians believe that they were likely used to catch animals. 22. Hidden treasure. An ancient copper scroll was found at the archaeological site of Qumran in 1952 that described the hidden bounty of treasure. The scroll is more than 2,000 years old, but the treasure it describes has never been found. 23. The Piri Reis map. This map was drawn in 1513 by Piri Reis, an admiral of the Turkish Navy. It showed Europe, North Africa, the coast of Brazil, several islands, and Antarctica, which supposedly wasn't discovered for 300 more years. How crazy is that? 24. Witch bottles. In the 15th, 16th, and even 17th centuries, keeping witch bottles in your home was totally normal. These bottles were filled with charms like hair and fingernails that were meant to keep witches from causing you personal harm. 25. Aluminum chunk. When this 300 million year old coal deposit was found in Russia, researchers were puzzled to find a piece of modern aluminum inside of it. Some speculated the involvement of aliens, others figured it was a piece of mining equipment. 26. Jesus' death shroud. When this shroud was turned over to the Roman Catholic Church in 1353, they recorded it as being the official death shroud of Jesus Christ. Later carbon dating revealed that the fabric was produced in the 14th century, making that highly unlikely. 27. The Ark of the Covenant. You probably best know this object from its appearance in Raiders of the Lost Ark, featuring the beloved college professor cum adventurer, Indiana Jones. While rumors of its existence have persisted for years, no actual ark has ever been officially documented. 28. The Nazca Lines. These pieces of art span more than 200 miles of land in Peru and were believed to have been made between 1 and 700 AD. No one knows who made these cool works of art, or what symbolism they may hold. 29. Potbelly Hill. In the Urfa plain of southeast Turkey sit the remains of a temple known as Potbelly Hill. Despite the light-hearted name, this site is actually really serious. It's 5,000 years older than Stonehenge and was believed to be the first place human beings ever practiced religion. 30. The Voynich manuscript. Discovered in 1912, this 600-year-old book was infamous for being written in a language that no one could read. For years it was thought to be in a code, though researchers now believe it to be a language from East Asia. 31. The Sanxing Dewey Treasures. In China, several caches of treasure from a dynasty that collapsed more than 3,000 years ago has been recovered. Strangely, no one knows why the treasure was buried in the first place. 32. Noah's Ark. In the story of Noah in the Old Testament, Noah built an ark to help him, his family, and some lucky animals survive a flood sent by God to wipe out the planet. Though many people claim to have found this boat, it remains undiscovered for now. 33. The city of Nanmadol. This city was built near Micronesia in 200 BCE. It was constructed using pieces of coral reef. How on earth the people responsible managed to complete such a feat still has historians baffled today. 34. The Ubaid statues of Iraq. These ancient statues were found in Tel Al Ubaid, as well as in Ur-in-Ridu. No one knows exactly how old they are, though they suspect they are depictions of ancient gods whose names are lost to history. 35. The Big Circles. These 2,000-year-old circles have puzzled those living in Jordan for centuries. The diameter of the circles is as large as 400 miles, though the height of the circles is very low. Who knows what mysterious purpose they once served? 36. Underwater structure. In 2003, explorers found a strange, stone structure on the bottom of the Sea of Galilee. The structure is estimated to weigh 60,000 tons and it stands at nearly 32 feet high, though what purpose it served is still unknown. 37. The Coconut Stone. Located in Scotland, this stone is 43 feet by 26 feet and covered in swirls that have been found on other stones around the same age, 5,000 years. It is believed to be prehistoric art, but no one knows for sure yet. 38. The Sacsayhuaman Walls. Located near the former Inca capital Cuzco, these walls were constructed in 1438 CE. It is believed that 20,000 people had to work together to make these walls without using any binding agents. Scientists have tried to recreate this feat and failed. 39. Stone or bronze dodecahedrons. These strange objects recovered on digs of ancient Rome all have 12 flat faces and are spotted with holes. No one knows what they were used for, but some believe they were used as navigation aids. 40. Superhenge. If you travel just 2 miles past Stonehenge, you'll get to see Superhenge, another structure made of mysterious stones that is believed to be 4,500 years old. Who moved the stones there and why remains a mystery. 41. Jar full of holes. This strange holy jar was discovered in England during a dig. It is believed to be Roman in origin and was made between 43 and 410 CE, though what purpose such a vessel might have served is anyone's guess. Doesn't it kind of look like a lamp, though? 42. Ancient footprint. A footprint was found in a seam of coal in Fisher Canyon, Nevada. Is believed to be about 15 million years old, meaning that either coal takes less time to form than we thought, or that people existed way before we previously believed. 43. A rat king. A rat king is formed when a group of rats get trapped in a small space and place entangled. The largest on record contains 32 rats and is stored in the Mauritianum Museum in Altenburg, German. Just in case you were planning on sleeping tonight, squirrel kings are also a thing. Who knew that the world had so many unexplained mysterious objects out there? It's enough to make you want to start a new career as a professional explorer. Share this video with your friends below.